EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Tonight, it's the Sunday night opener for the new NFL season between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. This one taken just inside the 10 and beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Here we go, set. Right, 97. Blue is striking. Ready.
On play action, Lance. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31.
You get a rookie tight end who can run like this, it just gives this offense a different dimension than they've had. It's going to be fun to watch his development and how this offense expands as this season moves along.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. A first carry for Elijah Mitchell. And some good running out of the gates as he takes this up to the 33. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
Coming in, he really likes his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a play fake. Lance. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
That's multiple times now. He's tagged them with a big gain with his legs. Really showing off some nice awareness and the ability to correctly realize when he's got a chance to tuck it and go himself.
Mitchell will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And trouble there on the kickoff as that goes out of bounds. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Looking to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 11. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Browns are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And they take the lead here at 7-6. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Takes it at the 7. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Shot, 17. Right.
Now Lance. Got a man. It's Tyquan Thornton. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Okay, ready?
Now Lance again. And that is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Ravens have come back to make it a 2-point game. Their first passing touchdown of the ball game, and they go to the big tight end in their sure hands, and he provides the score.
Certainly looked like they were focused on taking away other weapons, and he certainly made them regret that because he found the soft spot, ended up taking it to the end zone. Nice throw, too, to complete the play.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 47 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Crossing route catch made by Johnson. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. On play action, they'll throw. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. They'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So on 4th down, Matt Rule brings out the field goal unit. That's just 32 yards officially from the right hash. And his kick is good. And that will push the lead up to 5. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit.
That's caught inside the 20, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Tyquan Thornton, 60 yards. And the Ravens are once again back in front. Coup for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Following the touchdown, here's Coup to kick off. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Ready.
They'll run with Mitchell. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Elijah Mitchell, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Coup, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Coup to kick off. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. In motion left goes Boyd. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He'll air this one out for Boyd. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he did not reel it in. On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Oh, it's a wobbler here. That's taken it around the 40. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10.
On the double.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And the slot man goes in motion left. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And some space here. There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. One of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 44 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Play action, now it's Lance. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Lance. Here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 34-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Lance looking to throw it. And he gets this to Thornton. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. After the sack on 1st down, Lance, Justin Jefferson bring it into slant. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll try to run with Mitchell. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Elijah Mitchell with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, put the same tempo, the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this.
Throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum, and the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. First down, here's Mitchell. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Elijah Mitchell, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. They'll set up a throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Second and 15. This is caught by Evans. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 37. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Airing one out for Boyd. And that's going to be caught from Browns. Touchdown. Tyler Boyd, 35 yards. And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
They'll try and throw for it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least. That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Another run with Mitchell. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Here's a handoff out of the gun. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll set up to throw. He'll air this one out for Boyd. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to take another shot here. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Jair Elam makes a pick. And the Ravens are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turns into a nice play.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Throwing now is Lance. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken from just outside the 30. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. That will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. He'll drop to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. They're part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. a better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game?
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure, because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25, so at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
In motion right is Evans. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Man open, here is Jones. He's got room at the 30. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. And he'll power his way up near the 25. 68 yards on the ground for him now with 4 touchdown runs tacked on. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Working with a 2nd and 4.
Hey, man.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he will find his man on the outside. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. On play action, Lance. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team?
We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Browns are going to take possession of the football. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Browns. A great play there. 39 yards. And the Browns have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. And what a throw that was, Charles. You think about the situation, close game, 4th quarter, rookie quarterback. He doesn't seem fazed one bit.
So much for bright lights, big city, and will he wilt? Not at all. The stage not too big, the moment not too big at all. They needed points on that series, and not only did he produce a touchdown drive, but how about finishing it off with a big play that only adds to the momentum that they've already established.
And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now, this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And cycle. Jackrack.
They run over center with Mitchell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Right, number 7. Black walk. Faster.
Right back to Mitchell here. They find some open field here. Past the 20. And he will be taken down, but not before he gets this to the Browns' 5. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Well, partner, that'll do it. You know, these week 1 primetime games, they always seem to have a little bit more electricity, a little more anticipation, a fun one tonight, and a lot of fun ones that we have on the road ahead.
And, partner, I love the word you just used there, electricity. Things were crackling out there, weren't they? And let's face it, both of these teams came in with the idea, get off to these start. Get off to a 1-0 start and get your season going. That could spark an excellent season for them. They've got that in their pocket now.
So for the Ravens, they start the campaign with a victory in front of an enthusiastic home crowd for a Sunday night. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to
I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon up, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. Tonight I hunt with the pride. You can't take my pride away. I can sing with the birds and the trees in the morning, or roll like the storms way over the ocean. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Even on the days when I'm late as ever, my timing is right. Even in the darkest moments, stay close, I'm that shine of the light. I can make an earthquake nervous, I can make the sun wear a visor. I can make a wise owl see me as a daily advisor. I'm that cool shade, peaceful night, and still my breath is a storm, I bet. I can make the thunder clap when I perform. It's just that in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. Hey, I can make time traveling a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. I make the moon blue. I'm making pigs fly. Now I move mountains. I would have beaten the heart of a crash test dummy. I'm more so astounded. Yeah. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I do the impossible, impossible. Impossible, impossible.
That my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the Riasi, we still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we were not to ride nobody way, we the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni had Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit. Grrr.
Trust, me taking no loss. We be the hardest on the scene. Gemstones from the dust. Big dog to leash. Where's the love in the streets? Pour my heart on the beat. See that blood on my sheets. Yeah, when me ready, me hit it heavy. I zoom on the pride of my people already. Tell my sit Ellie. Me, I'm just sharing my journey. I'm thankful that people they hear me. Tribe of Joseph, I'm ahead of the bunch. P5, I was starving for months. A running cut team, but on my pockets, me need my DNA. Baby for lunch, probably call me a star before BBC. Don't take a lot to get rid of me. Me and them don't get the same. Me and them don't get the same. All that they gonna know who the name is. They say I'm